Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's moved. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy completion. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. At the 45 on its way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the run. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
This crowd trying to make live the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Wants to throw on second down. Got his man in the middle. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. He's going to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Took a shot as he threw.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give to the tailback. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. A solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They'll throw it on first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And the Huskers pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Got some room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Working that left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverine.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets the program back significantly. They're trailing by 24 to North Carolina.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man downfield.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll run it to the right. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got an open man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throwing right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the quick game.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He wants to throw it again. Soft spot in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On second down, he'll fire. Quick strike complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. Oh, they knock it free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Handoff from the gun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Finds his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's already put 1 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on 3rd down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter.
At the 4-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's tripped up but not before picking up the first down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Movement here from the tight end. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Gets it out quickly.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan. And the comeback is on. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
On the move from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can control. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Keeps the legs moving. He's up to 113 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's got it. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, he'll let it fly. They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They keep attacking through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Trying to get it on the ground. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough show.